Hi folks, today I want to bring to you another interesting stuff, and it is to the DevOps guys, the Office 365 SLE Command Language Interface. So for today, the index is Node Office 365 SLE, getting started with it, using to manage Microsoft Teams, for example. And let's continue. What is the 365 CLE? First, we must see for example, the continue do.net and try figure out article I has created to help us to understand what is it. So let's do it. So in the general lines, it's a tool to you can use it to manage, for example, products in the Office 365 like SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, Microsoft Flow, the Active Directory, and of course others. Sometimes to do it, we use PowerShell scripts. We can use it, for example, Bash scripts, shell scripting, and of course another of others. So Microsoft, and not Microsoft, but the GitHub product or the guys in SharePoint tools here, okay, has been created a command language interface or a tool to permit us to use the Office 365 with Node.js. So after that, it's a package in Node. If you don't know Node, read a little bit about Node, okay? And Node itself, it's a cross-platform. So if we create a package to put it in the Node, after that, it will be run multi-platform or cross-platform. So it is possible to use the same automation process or the same language to use it in Windows, Mac OS, and Linux itself. Okay, so this is the main advantage to use this API or this command language. So imagine, and we will continue with it. Imagine you want, for example, the way to install it. It's simple. It's a package in the node, so it's npm install gpnp office 305 CLE. Okay, if you have some doubts, I will, for example, install it right now with you in this video. For example, I only have the node in my machine. For example, node slash, not slash, but I must see the version. So let's do it. So get me the version, run commands. So the right one is this, bad commands, node. I guess that's it. Okay, this is the version of my node, for example, v8.15.1. Okay, so now I will, for example, install the tool in my machine. npm install, for like you see there, npm install. Okay, and now g, so enp slash office 365, so CLI. Let's do it. So after that, I will install in this machine, for example, my dev machine, And of course, it's possible we, for example, run it with, imagine, using to manage Microsoft Teams, for example, install the Teams itself, list the Teams, publish, remove, and install it, for example, the Teams in your server machine, update, and so on. So if you have another questions to manage your teams, I has been created this tutorial here. Can you use the 365 Microsoft Office, okay, to manage your Microsoft Teams, okay? So if you want know more about this, it's there. For example, Teams app list all to list all the teams in your infrastructure or machines or in your teams itself, okay? You must be an admin user or support operations user, okay, to do this kind of operations. Okay, so don't forget, guys. If you have some doubts, also contact me, and I will help you and support you in what you, for example, have doubts, and I'll help you if you have some doubts in that. Okay, so I will update this title because it is Microsoft Office 365 CLE. So don't forget, subscribe to channel and share with your friends. So now we see here PNP it's installed. So your question is, and now the way I must use it. So guys, it's so simple then. For example, okay, I will now use it in my machine. Okay, for example, to use it is, for example, Office 365 and, sorry, Office 365. So now it's only this, and of course, this is the prompt to use it. Okay, the first thing you must do, it's, for example, the the login. Okay, for example, you must log in your machine, okay? Office in this way or another way. For example, go here, list available comments, okay? Okay, you see it. So let's do it about the getting started, and I need, for example, login in my environment. So what we must do it, it's only, for example, imagine login. Okay, he asks us to go there in this page, for example, and of course I must log in my browser. Okay, if you want, for example, put your passwords there and you go by your session and so on. So now ask you your device. Okay, if you see there, it's a code to put in the device, for example. You put this code, and after that the 365, it's okay. So now I will ask you will ask the user to and your tenant to use it, the Office 365. After that, tell you, okay, you use the PNP Office 365 management shell. Okay, you see it. So let's continue. And after this, okay, I am seeing in the environment itself. So now, what you imagine you want to list teams and see teams list, for example, in the teams to see everything about your teams. So I need, for example, teams, but I don't know the commands. I put help to help me. So I must put Okay, teams, for example, I have 334 subcommands in teams. So we will put teams, and after that, teams app. Like you see here, Teams app has 6 subcommands, Teams channel 4, fund settings 2, Teams member settings, and so on, to message and to reporting. So let's do it a report. Teams report, for example, and make a report. Okay, sometimes it's useful. So now he asks us, for example, team report devices, the user distributed user accounts. You get number of teams daily unique users by device type, for example, something like that. Okay, so this is the report itself. The another is the, for example, Teams channel and Teams apps. Okay, and Teams to the Teams team. You see here, use Teams with the team. So let's see what happens. Team add, if you want to add a team. If you want to make, for example, team archive a clone a list. So I will team and give me a list of my teams in the team, my teams in the teams. Okay, so that's it, my list in the team. So let's continue with another. For example, make it clear here if it is work. No, clear, it's not recognize itself. So the exit to exit and so on. So guys, like you see, if you want, for example, create your teams list. This is the list commands. To create your team is teams, team add, the name of your team, the description to your team, and we'll create the team itself. Okay, so imagine I want to create another team in my using in my environment, but using, for example, this command. It's so easy. Then, for example, tutorial here, description tutorial team 365 CLI. Okay, teams. So need a here. So teams. I'm wrong. Not here, but in another place. Here you see it. So the name of the team, for example, why not team 365 office, sorry, 365 office. Okay, CLI. You see it? So now I will create it. After that, in your teams, for example, if you have some DevOps, guys, it's so easy than that. You see it there. Team 360 Office CLI. And if you see the description, for example, where is the description of the team? Where tutorial teams has 365 CLI. You see it? So imagine you want now, for example, I will catch this. Imagine you want list again your teams and see if it exists or not. Of course, exists. It is this. Okay. Okay. You see it. So now, imagine you want after that create a channel to, for example, add add a channel to your team. Okay. The first thing you must put, it's more or less the same. You must put the name and, of course, the identifier of your team. Okay, is there. If you don't have, it's easy. You make a list, and after that, you have your number. So now I must put here my identifier team. Okay, so go there and use it. Okay, write your name channel. I will use it this. for example, to change the name of the channel. So let's do it. And for example, the name of this channel, I will create Office CLI questions. Okay, and the description, for example, I will put, for example, questions, DevOps, and no more than that. So I must. After that, that's it. I will create it in the Teams, and this is the URL where it's possible you to find the channel created. And this is the ID to use it in the Skype, for example. And email, don't have email to do this. So if you have some doubts, guys, that's it. For example, in the team, you open and on channel, and that's it. This is the channel. You see it here. Okay. So Teams, in the Teams Office CLI, I create the Office CLI question channel. Okay, and of course, a lot of other things you can do it with this CLI, and of course, a lot. Imagine, for example, and imagine if you want to use it the CLI in another with another comments, for example, to manage the send email with Outlook, Microsoft Graph, Flow, Azure Active Directory, login, logout, and SharePoint SPC, SharePoint Online. Okay, so guys, today that's it. If you like it, subscribe the channel and subscribe the video, and I hope you continue with me in another video. And bye bye. Don't forget, share this with your friends and share the CLI office. It's amazing.